So thank you, everybody, for coming out. It's a great day for the Toronto Raptors. I've known this young man for a long time, and it's a real pleasure and honor to introduce him as one of our players. I think it's been long coming, and he had a small stint with us after the trade deadline, and I've known this young man for a long time. I know he's going to come and give it his all, just like he did before, and we look forward to a great season. So congratulations, Serge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Serge, a few comments about your time in Toronto, coming to Toronto, and now looking at being in the fold for another few years.
Yeah, before I start, I just want to thank the ownership for the confidence and trust. I just want to thank Masai and Bobby for the trust. It means a lot to me. And also, I just want to thank all of my coaches staff. I was here for like half the season, playoff, but when they showed me, it was more than just basketball. And it made me feel like I was home. And also, I just want to thank all the fans here. And even before I got here, and there was a lot of fans, on social media supporting me. And when I got here, they really showed me the love. So, and this is one of the things really make me feel like here is home. That's why I'm very excited and happy to be back.
Excellent. We'll open it up to questions, and from the floor, please state your name and affiliation when your question is being asked.
Oh, you guys text me a lot of questions. You better start asking.
Josh Lewinberg, TSN. Serge, congratulations. You had just 3 games with Kyle going into the playoffs last year. How much of a difference do you think having presumably a full season, a training camp with him and with DeMar and the rest of this team could help not only yourself but the team this year?
I think it will be a big difference because I spoke with Masai last time. I feel like we have unfinished business, and it's always very important for the team and players to have a training camp together, to start everything together. And I'm not going to get excuse about that, but I feel like you said, if we start a training camp together, everybody healthier with Kai, and I think it can be a lot better than what we did last year. And like I said again, this is why I'm here, because I feel like we really haven't finished business.
Serge, Bruce Arthur from the Toronto Star. How comfortable are you still playing the 4, or would you prefer to play the 5 more once you've had a full training camp and starting a season with this team?
I'm comfortable playing both, 4 and 5. It just depends. And also, I'm ready. Like, if coach asks me to play 4, or my team need me to play in the 4 or 5, I'm gonna be ready for, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to do whatever is good for the team or whatever gonna make the team better. I'm gonna be ready to do it.
Ryan McNeil from Athletes Unfiltered. This is for Masai and for Serge as well. With so many players shifting to the Western Conference this summer, how exciting is the Eastern Conference now with your core guys coming back?
Very. It's a short answer, but yes, we're excited. It's one of the things that led us to take this direction, and you can't take anything for granted. I think they're very good teams in the East, and they'll continue to be. Every NBA team is very good, and we can see from some of the losses we had last year that you have to pay attention to every game. And by the way, you have to go to the West. It's brutal out there. So generally, I think just because there are a couple teams restarting again, that's their focus. And obviously, there's, I think, 3 playoff teams last year. So we're happy. I can't say we're not. We're happy to see a couple All-Stars go to the West.
Serge, Eric Corrine from The Athletic, right here. First and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you.
A day, I think, before the news broke of your signing, you released a statement talking about some of the rumors that were going on around you. Can you just expand on why you wanted to release that statement and what it meant to you?
You know what? Today is a great day. I feel so blessed to be here in front of you guys. I already explained about that already. I don't want to go back again and start talking about, and we can't change people the way they think. Only thing we have to do is focus on you and your family and yourself, and then to get better. That's what it is. Even God, who sent His Son to die for us, and people still not believe it. So that's what it is. I feel blessed, grateful to be here. So that's it.
Sorry, Paul from CBC Sports. Serge, when you look at what some of the other teams around the league are doing to make themselves better, do you find that intimidating at all for the Raptors?
I don't think so. Because I feel like we have a team to compete in high level. And again, I'm gonna repeat again, especially myself, I didn't really have a chance to be in training camp of the team, to know each other very well, all the play. But right now I'm gonna have an opportunity, and I think we have a team to do a lot of big things, and the only thing we have to focus is on us. We cannot focus on the change or the team is doing. We have to focus on us.
Masai, Lance Brown, CTV Toronto, right here in the back on your right-hand side, way in the back, in the cheap seats. You're in a very tough position because you've got a good team, but they're not a great team. And they're good enough to compete for a championship, but as constituted, it would appear they're not good enough to win one yet. So what do you have to do to get this team there?
I don't know that we know that. You might think that. As competitors, we don't think that. As a competitor, I think it's then the position that I am in, we have to find a way to win. And we have to find a way to make the additions that will get us to compete with those teams. But with training camp, a couple of things we feel like we want to do. I think we see ourselves as having a chance. And the way we've constructed it now, I think we're on a 2-3 year plan, and if that doesn't work, then we know what to do. But for now, we're believing in our players, and we're going to do what's best for the team and how we can take it forward to go win.
Masai, Steve Brotherson, Pro B-Ball Report. I think it should be clear you've probably assembled the best Raptors team we've ever seen in this city. The big question is, do you have the budget to keep everybody at this point?
I'm about to take some money back from Serge here. We have to maneuver, and there are things that we have to do to balance our roster, obviously, and that's never been an issue with us here. But we have to do what makes sense. I think we'll do our best to balance it.
Last question.
Masai, Matthew Shanae with TSN back here. So much about what the Raptors will be going forward, but there was so much news around you and the New York Knicks and like what could have been and possibilities and all that. What did you think of all that, and is that any connection gone for good now?
I think Trump is meeting Putin today, right? That's the news today. That's old news, and I'm a Toronto Raptor, and I'm hoping to be a Toronto Raptor for life, whether you guys like it or not.
Thank you.
You got one more? He's got one more.
All right, one more.
Tell
Thanks.
us.
Masai, you were just talking about you'll have a need maybe to balance out the roster a little bit for financial reasons. When you look at pieces on your team that maybe once fit but don't fit as much anymore, is that difficult for you to realize that you may have to move on from some of those players?
Yes, it is, because you build with players. To me, it's always difficult to move away from any player. It was difficult to see Patrick Patterson go. It was difficult to see PJ go. It doesn't matter the caliber of the player. That's just the way it is. You find a bond. We're not one of those teams that just keep changing and changing and changing. We try to build on continuity, and when you do that, you get attached to these guys. It's a business, and we have to do what's good for the team and the organization to win. As long as we treat these players right, with respect, I think they understand what's going on.